4, 3, 2, 1. Mark 5 to the 5.
As you just heard from H1 Unlimited official Doug Brow, we're inside 5 to the 5 for Royce and Kathy Richards, Unlimited 4A here in Detroit for the 2018 Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers APBA Gold Cup. If you just joined us along the shoreline and listening online and watching at home through H1 Unlimited, providing the video on Facebook and YouTube is our brother tandem from Tri-Cities, Washington, Jared and Tate Meyer. This is a 2.72-mile racetrack. This is the final preliminary heat of the day for the APBA Gold Cup. Preliminary heats are 4 laps. The winner-take-all final, scheduled at 4:10 this afternoon, is a 5-lap final. We now are 9 minutes away. 9 minutes until Unlimited 4A.
And Jeff Ayler, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, I am atop of the pit tower. I stayed away from you there during some of the GPs because of how I got caught over there, and then it just gets so darn loud. But you handled it as you always do. You can handle a full race course. You've done it for so many years. As we get ready for our Heat 4A and we begin our final set of preliminary heats, I am joined up atop the pit tower by one of our directors of this great event here. We've talked to Mark Weber on a number of occasions. We talked to Bill Rands, who is our honorary race director. But I'm joined this time atop the pit tower by someone you know well, Bruce Motti. You've been around these boats for a long time, and you always wear that Michigan hat when you come here, don't you?
Yeah, I always wear the Michigan hat, and if you can believe it, I'm over 60 years watching this thing. I think I'm 90 years old. I think I joined Michigan when Fielding H. Yost was there. But what I really...
No, wait, I'm going to hand you the microphone. He's got an announcement to make, Mr. Ayler. Attention, Detroit. Bruce Motti, one of our directors.
You know, we did a lot of things this year that were for charities. We did a community outreach program with the Tri-City Hydroplane LLC. We sponsored 50 kids for a national night out, donated 1,500 diapers to the Diapers in the D program. We displayed a hydroplane in front of the Detroit Police 5th Precinct for Police Week. So we've done that. Also at Stockton Park this past Saturday. Unfortunately, we got blown out yesterday. I'm hoping it's a great day today at Stockton Park. Our grand marshal this year is Matthew Greiner, a 14-year-old individual who has muscular dystrophy. He is the MDA ambassador for the state of Michigan, a great kid, just done a fantastic job for us. And at Stockton Park, we are hosting individuals from Detroit Children's Hospital and, of course, the Muscular Dystrophy Association for a free piece. And we better thank Happy and Bill Rands, because once again, they came through to donate to make sure that was positive. I just want to give them a shout out for everything they did and talk a little bit about what we're trying to do in terms of giving back to the city of Detroit and the communities around here.
Bruce, thank you very much, and obviously some terrific work for terrific cause. Matthew Greiner, you mentioned him in there. I've met him twice over there at the opening ceremonies that we had yesterday and earlier today. He's also going to be over there. He is going to give away the oldest active motorsports trophy in the world. That is pretty cool.
That is going to be absolutely neat for this young man. I mean, you talk about guts. This guy is a gutsy kid. You know, we all can learn a little bit from what that young man can show us.
Yeah, he's got an amazing heart. He's got an amazing outlook on life, and you always wonder, if we were in that position, would we be that strong? He's something special.
Well, we know a lot of people who aren't quite that strong, and they've got the stuff that we've got. And you know, and Matthew has just shown, you know, he goes out and does speeches. He's giving his life to make things better for people with muscular dystrophy. And I think by doing that, he's also telling individuals who have other effects that they have those type of issues. So it's you know, that they can do things. And so I think it's very, very good what he's doing. Thank you, Matthew, for doing it. Back to you, Brad.
Bruce Motti, thank you and the racing organization giving back to the community. Jeff Ayler, 20 seconds to the 5-minute mark, and we'll be racing in Heat 4A.
Thank you, Brad Luce, and trying to get hooked up with my friend here one more time, maybe third time's a charm. An early happy birthday to Travis Guyman in Madison, Indiana, the old car whisperer at Chandler Chevrolet. We're 3, 2, 1, mark. 5-minute period is in session for Royce and Kathy Richards. Unlimited 4A, Brad Luce, bring him out.
First boat away from the dock is the U11, the reliable Diamond Tool. Present Miss J&D's Thompson behind the wheel. He is on the dock, but then immediately off to his right with the beacon light a blinking. He's in front of him now and right in front of the grandstand from Walled Lake, Michigan. Andrew Tate driving a U9. Delta Reel Track. You got them both right in front of you, Jeff. Watch Tate. He'll cut the course. He's done it every time this weekend.
4 minutes and 15 seconds until the start. Walled Lake, Michigan's Andrew Tate through the infield in the dominant white, fluorescent orange and yellow trim on the U9 Delta Reel Track. Tom Thompson through the Whittier area on the front straightaway, and the Chartreuse and Carnival Orange reliable Diamond Tool presents J&D's. We're down to 2 here in Unlimited 4A because of the scratch and withdrawal of U3, the Rooster Tail, 60 years of parties. Air trap damage in Unlimited 3B, and they have been knocked out of competition. Come over here real quick. I got a very special guest. It's the wily veteran, our co-Grand Marshal, Bill Rance. By golly, you look great. Welcome to the Gold Cup.
Well, it's nice to be here. It's nice to be anywhere.
And hey,
How that goes.
hey, what about Hop winning that happy-go-lucky in memory of Beulah Bell?
Yeah. So we should be fairly well positioned in the final because the lane choice comes from the points. And I can't keep all these rules straight, you know? That's what I'm told. So we got a chance for a 4th Silver Cup.
You got a shot, big shot.
I hope so. I hope so.
Glad to see you. Thank you so much for having Brad and I up here again.
My God, we love having you. And I got to talk to Brad a bit this morning, and I wanted to come over and say hi because we just love having you.
Thank you so much, Bill. Brad, we stayed at the Hampton Inn and Suites, and I'm smart enough to know when a guy named Bill Rance pops by me, I got to get him on the horn.
Well, you absolutely do, because we just heard Bruce Motti standing up here talking about the organization and some things that have been done in the community. Just trust me when I say you have no idea what Bill and Happy Rance have meant to this city, this community, and to boat racing. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to the start of our Heat 4A. It is Andrew Tate and Tom Thompson. Tate coming through the corner up here, leading Tom Thompson. You'd have to think he's the odds-on favorite, but we saw a lot of speed out of that Chartreuse and Carnival Orange U11 earlier today, Jeff. Take them down to Belle Isle.
Coming up on the 145 mark, there it is. So we're down to 2 here in Royce and Kathy Richards, Unlimited 4A. And Brad, I really do not expect much shenanigans at all, but I've been surprised earlier today with these heat races. We've had gun jumps, we've had lane violations. Kind of funny when the human factor takes over inside that enclosed cockpit driving the world's fastest racing boats, the Unlimited hydroplanes, 30 foot in length, 14 foot wide, 6,700 pound racing vessel. We're coming up on the 1 minute period for 4A. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. 1 minute period has begun for Royce and Kathy Richards, Unlimited 4A. Walled Lake's Andrew Tate, lane number 1, Delta Reel Track from the Eastern Shore, Cambridge, Maryland. Tom Thompson in 2. Brad, I expect it to stay that way to you.
I'm sure it is going to stay that way. And while you were talking there, Jeff, I was thinking, just how many times do you think Tom Thompson and Andrew Tate have squared off in a heat? These guys have been racing GP boats beside each other for darn near ever. Now they're doing it the unlimited level. Coming up on 20 seconds until the start. Going to be Tate in 1, Thompson on the outside. Got a 2-boat shootout here in Heat 4A of the APBA Cup. We're at 10 seconds, Jeff Ayler. Start our heat.
They look well behaved, race fans. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, appears to be a clean start. We're racing in Royce and Kathy Richards Unlimited Heat 4A at the 2018 Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers APBA Gold Cup. The hazy conditions continue here in Detroit on this hot and humid Sunday afternoon. Tate on the inside, Thompson on the outside. Tate gets the big left-hand sweeper in first, making a rooster tail advantage over Tom Thompson in second. Tate, your leader in U9 Delta Real Track. Tom Thompson second in U11. Diamond Reliable Tool presents J&D's. Brad, it's all Mr. Tate in front.
Yeah, and I don't think we would expect much to be different from this. I think Andrew wanted to come out there, probably test a good combination that they may want to run in the final, and so he's going to pick them up and lay them down. One hot lap here for the U9 Delta Real Track, and Andrew Tate hammers his way through the corner. He looks mighty strong to me, Jeff Ayler.
We'll come down to complete lap number 1 of 4. Unlimited 4A, sponsored by Royce and Kathy Richards, in a comfortable lead for Andrew Tate and U9 Delta Real Track. Brad, it seemed like he might have got off the throttle a little bit after he completed lap number 1. Tom Thompson trying to garner those 300 points in second. In the U11, Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&D's. Andrew Tate, your President's Cup winner here last year in Detroit on Saturday. 3 wins on the 2018 campaign in Gunnersville, Alabama, Tri-Cities, Washington, Seattle, Washington. Mr. Lucy's looking for number 4 on the season later today.
Yeah, and he has definitely pulled his foot. I think they put a combination in this boat, and he wanted to come out and hammer it and see what they had. So I think he's using this as a pretty solid test session, and talk about when he gets back, assuming everything stays the same, if this is the combination they may want to throw on this boat for the final, because they're going to square off and go 5 laps against 4 other competitors, one of which is going to be Jimmy Shane. But he's coming down to put 2 in the books, Jeff. Andrew Tate looks good to me.
We're at the halfway mark of Royce and Kathy Richards Unlimited 4A, and it's still Andrew Tate in front. In the U9 Delta Real Track, Tom Thompson completes his second lap in second. And U11 Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&D's. Andrew Tate, your leader, turns it left, working the big left-hand sweeper, the Belle Isle Bridge turn. Andrew Tate's father, Mark Tate, a Gold Cup winner here in 1991 at Detroit, in the Winston Eagle, 1994 in the Smokin' Joe's. Tate 2.5 in, lap and a half to go in front.
Yeah, he's looking real good, and you know, you talked about the fact we're only running 2 boats in this particular heat, but that's the whole concept of the APBA Gold Cup. It was originally developed, the APBA Challenge Cup, and it was put together as an endurance race. When I was a kid growing up, Jeff, we used to run 3 heats of competition, 3-mile race course. It was a 90-mile race. You ran 10 laps. So this is part of the Gold Cup, is the endurance. You've got to run all 4 of these heats.
White flag is displayed for Andrew Tate. He accepts it in front in Unlimited 4A, brought to you by Royce and Kathy Richards. Tom Thompson just completes his 3rd lap in second. In the Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&D's. Tate in front, a 4th generation hydroplane driver. The roots, the blood is in his soul of hydroplane racing. Brad, I saw his late grandfather, Joe Tate, win a Grand National hydroplane heat years ago at Quake on the Lake at 70 years of age. Andrew's mom, Sandra Ray, was a Dynamite 145 pilot. Half a lap to go here in front in 4A.
Yeah, the young man's definitely got racing in his genes, but I'll tell you what, he is doing this all by himself. He has taken H1 Unlimited by storm in only the 2nd race, actually the 3rd race he ever entered. In actuality, it was his 2nd. He won the Seattle Seafair. Grandstand, give it up. He's going to come wide. Andrew Tate from Walled Lake, Michigan.
Swinging it way outside. Great photo op. Checkered flag is out. Here's your winner of Unlimited 4A. Brought to you by Royce and Kathy Richards, Walled Lakes, Andrew Tate in U9 Delta Real Track. Coming down to get second, Tom Thompson and Shannon and Scott Rainey's U11 Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&Ds. And Brad, I think both drivers did what they wanted to do, and Tom Thompson's cutting the infield. They want to put this 11 back on the trailer, eliminate the use of the cool-off lap as Andrew is down in turn number 1. I think Andrew did learn something on that first lap. I think that was a good call by you, Brad. So unofficially in Royce and Kathy Richards Unlimited 4A, the turbine boats will go through tech inspection. First place, U9, Delta Real Track, 400 points. Second place, U11, Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&D's, 300 points. And the unfortunate withdrawal of the U3, the Rooster Tail 60 Years of Parties with Jimmy King. Up next, Royce and Kathy Richards, Unlimited 4B.
Yeah, Jeff, I went ahead and went downstairs while I heard you talking. I am downstairs. I'm going to grab Andrew Tate, and I don't know what the schedule is. I don't have it right in front of me, but he's won a few heats today. We have yet to be able to bring him in front of the grandstand. Hopefully this time we can take the young man, the local young man, put him in the Corvette, put him with Jen Bernard, and bring him in front of the crowd. I think the crowd would like to see that. You know, I might try and do something that I haven't been able to do all weekend. Hang on, Jeff.
Stand by, Brad. We're getting ready for countdown.
Four,
All right, give me your
three,
countdown as soon as you got it.
1, mark 5 to the 5.
I got it. Thank you, Jeff Ayler. I'm going to try and pull an interview off here for the first time. Got a mic working here, real good. Boat owner Lori Jones. Kids having a good day. Everything looking good so far.
So far, so good. We're counting the points and looking for a win in the final.
Put it in words. You've done it before. What would it mean to you and Mike in this race to win here on this river?
It'd be awesome. It'd be a good culmination to our weekend, a good birthday present, and we're brand new grandparents.
As of when?
Monday.
Awesome. Very good. And whose birthday are we celebrating? Oh, that'd be Lori's birthday. So happy birthday, young lady. All right, and here is Andrew. So I'm going to, young man, have you got time to go sit with Jen Bernard in a real cool car? Oh, Detroit, he's coming over to see you. Hang on. Nice run.
8 minutes and 55 seconds away until Royce and Kathy Richards Unlimited Heat 4B, boats participating. U7, Spirit of Detroit, Tri-Island Energy, Detroit Machinery Center, Bert Henderson. 440, Bucket List Racing, Dustin Eccles. U1, Miss Home Street, Jimmy Shane. Thank you, Brad. Jump in there when you get Mr. Andrew Tate. 7 minutes. 7 minutes away until unlimited 4B.
I got him. I got a sighting, so he will be here momentarily.
He looks so much like his father now with that stash.
Yes, he does. Oh, and I got a bunch of fans over here who are ready to give it up for Andrew. This is going to be fun because if there is one of the local guys, this is one. Andrew Tate, driving a Delta Real Track U9. Andrew, I said we were going to start this pretty quick because you see how this works here. I know how you think. We got 1:20 here, and we got boats out on the course, and I got half a want to check out some of the competition. But step up here. This is the way we do it. Andrew was a winner earlier today, but we didn't get to get him up here because you've been so darn busy in the GP. But let's talk about the H1. It looked like you went out there and really hammered one hard lap.
Yeah, we went out there. We made a couple changes in between heats to try and find some more boat speed, and we think we got it. We're looking forward to the final here in a couple hours and trying to bring home a gold cup for the Delta Real Track team.
And I imagine you'll go back as soon as we're done here. You'll have that conversation with the crew, and you guys will figure out what to put in it, and then it's just get ready. What goes through your mind getting ready for a Gold Cup final?
It's just like anything else. It's sport, not having to do. Think about what's going to happen out there. We're looking at stick with the plan.
Did you try and put out of your mind what it would mean to win here, or have you given it even a thought?
Oh, there's a lot of friends together here, so obviously a lot of people just thinking about almost looking to bring it home with them. Especially yes, but at this point it's just another moment.
I guess that's the way you have to look at it. You know what it takes to win on this river. You did it before a year ago Saturday in the President's Cup. Go get ready, young man. This is going to be quite the final.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out, everyone.
Andrew Tate, we're going to find out what kind of music he likes. Oh, there's a lot of folks here liking this young man at the 4-minute and 35-second mark.
I'm going to give him about 30 seconds worth here, Brad, on that tune.
All right, go ahead.
Coming up on the 4-minute period for Royce and Kathy Richards, Unlimited 4B. 4 minutes. 4 minutes away until the start. First boat out, the bright orange. 440. Bucket List Racing. Dustin Eccles, the driver out of Salton, Washington. What a day for the 440. 1 heat win and 2 second-place finishes. Next out, the Home Street Blue and White. U1, Miss Home Street, perfect on the weekend. Jimmy Shane, the driver, a native of Havre de Grace, Maryland, now resides in Covington, Washington. And the third boat out, the Dominant Red, based right here in Detroit, owned by Dave Bardish. It's the U7, Spirit of Detroit, Tri-Island Energy, Detroit Machinery Center, Bert Henderson in the enclosed cockpit, out of Brockville, Ontario, Canada. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. 3 minutes. 3 minutes away until Royce and Kathy Richards, Unlimited 4B. 3 set to go. All 3 are up and running. Brad loose. I don't expect anything too cute in this one. All 3 of these boats are secure for the Gold Cup final with the withdrawal of U3, the Rooster Tail, 60 years of parties. It's really a test session right now, that final tune-up before they go to the Gold Cup final. 225 away, 225. Dustin Eccles in front of the Yacht Club and Bucket List Racing, followed by Jimmy Shane, Miss Home Street, and Bert Henderson creeping up. Looks like Bert might want to try a lane 1 sequence in the U7 Spirit of Detroit. 2 minutes. 2 minutes away. Royce and Kathy Richards. Unlimited 4B.
Jeff Ayler, I am with you now as the boats head back down toward the bottom end of the race course. I brought a fan with me, a fan of racing. His name is Andrew Tate. Got him sitting where he's going to sit next to me. He is right now having a conversation with Royce and Kathy Richards. Doesn't get much bigger than that. 1:35 until our start, Jeff. You've got him down on the Belle Isle Bridge. Bring him around and give him to me.
Thank you, Brad. We're approaching the 125 mark, 125 away for Royce and Kathy Richards. Unlimited 4B. Looks like Bert Henderson will get the 1 lane.
Wow.
Jimmy Shane in 2, and Dustin Eccles to the outside. We'll bring you down to the 1 minute period. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. 1 minute period has begun for Unlimited 4B, sponsored by Royce and Kathy Richards. Henderson and Eccles lead them up. Shane is back. Brad, bring him to the turn. I believe it'll be Henderson, Shane in that order.
All right, they are coming up the backstretch here with 40 seconds until the start. I don't have quite my normal view, and you'd be surprised this Andrew Tate guy is drawing a crowd around me, so I'm not seeing quite as well, but I got our boats in view here as we come up the backstretch with 30 seconds until our start, and you are correct. We have got Henderson in 1, going to be Eccles on the outside. Jimmy's going to pull up in the middle. Andrew, I got to watch right here. That'll tell you what's going on. So he's watching the clock. I'm holding the mic. We're having fun. We're coming up on 10 seconds. Henderson on the inside. Shane coming hard behind him, Jeff. Start our heat.
Looks to be a good start. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark and Jimmy Shane flat out nailed a start as we're racing in Royce and Kathy Richards. Unlimited 4B. Start is good per Michelle. Shane shot like a rocket through the middle, and he leads into turn number 1 in Miss Home Street. Bert Henderson in 2nd, Dustin Eccles in 3rd, and yes, it is Jimmy Shane. Home Street blue and white, your leader. Bert Henderson tucked back in 2nd, but Brady's only 7 boat lengths back in 2nd. Eccles in 3rd, off the turn, Shane in front.
Yeah, Shane's out by about 5, 6, 7 boat lengths, but Bert is running right with him on the inside. You heard Andrew Tate tell me that he used the first lap of that last heat to kind of test the combinations. But look at Henderson on the inside. He is going to pull up close to Jimmy Shane. Jeff, he has cut it down to about 4 boat lengths. Now the rooster tail. Shane's got to give him room. Henderson tight on the buoy roll. Good run there. Fans are eating it up. Come down to lap 1, Jeff.
Wow, they are side by side, and now Shane hits that throttle and pulls the Home Street blue and white Miss Home Street back out in front. But Bert Henderson has the advantage, the inside, covering less real estate on this 2.72 mile track. Dustin Eccles in 3rd, Henderson to the inside, Shane to the outside. Who gets there first this time? And Bert Henderson is in the lead. Spirit of Detroit, Tri-Island Energy, Detroit Machinery Center. Jimmy Shane is in there. He's hidden. Henderson off the exit pit, and there Shane pops out back in front. Brad, we're a lap and a half in, 2.5 to go. Watch out for Henderson on the inside.
We talked about it on Friday. We talked about it this morning. This boat hasn't been in competition for a year when they had the accident here in the first final heat a year ago. And we knew it would get better every time it ran. And Henderson, he knows his way around the race course. Shane's giving him plenty of room up here. But Henderson staying tight on the buoy row. They're dead even, and the fans are loving it, Jeff.
They are side by side at the halfway mark, and now Shane pulls out again. And Royce and Kathy Richards, Unlimited 4B. Shane, your 3-time Gold Cup winner on the outside, battling with the Canadian. Bert Henderson on the inside. Dustin Eccles remains in 3rd in Bucket List Racing. Henderson took the lead the last time on the inside. Both get to the Belle Isle Bridge turn. It's Bert Henderson, your leader. In the U7 on the inside, Shane is there. Where's he at? There he is. They're side by side off the turn. 2.5 in, 1.5 to go. Brad, they are side by side.
This is what we talk about, a good two-boat duel in H1 Unlimited Racing, and this is about as good as it gets. A couple of guys who know each other really, really well. Now Shane showing that, not the acceleration, but the top-end speed in that Miss Home Street. He'll set up the rooster tail right here. Plenty of room for Henderson. He's giving him all kinds of room, and therefore Henderson's making ground. Henderson's off first. Jimmy with the boat speed, Jeff.
We got the white flag displayed, 3 in the books and 1 to go in Royce and Kathy Richards. Unlimited 4B. Now Jimmy Shane extends his lead, making about 6 boat lengths on the outside. Jimmy running well away from the pins. Bert Henderson staying snug to that buoy row, trying to cover as less space as he can on this 2.72 mile track. Dustin Eccles remains in third. Now this time they get to the turn. Shane is your leader at the apex of the Belle Isle Bridge turn. Henderson tucked back in second by 5 boat lengths. Bert tightens it up. Brad loose, we're a half a lap to go. Shane leads it, but Henderson's got the advantage on the inside.
Yeah, Henderson is just not gonna go away here, and he's staying right in that left side rear view mirror of Jimmy Shane. Halfway up the backstretch now, they put the yacht club in the right-hand side of the boat, and they will set it for the rooster tail one more time. This time Jimmy has opened up a little bit on him. Not quite a full rooster tail, but he's got 7 or 8 boat lengths. Again, giving Bert lots of room. Bert showing he can handle that big boat. Bring home our winner, Jeff.
One last dash for Henderson. Time runs out. Checkered flag delivered. Your winner, Jimmy Shane, Miss Home Street. Second place and a great run and confidence booster for Bert Henderson in second. In the U7 Spirit of Detroit, Tri-Island Energy, Detroit Machinery Center, and Brad Dustin Eccles. As you always said, that Debbie Gregory said, points, points, points. They're going to score again.
All right, Jeff, we got the 440 running up the backstretch here to complete our heat. But meanwhile, I watched that heat with Andrew Tate, and he didn't get to do a whole lot of watching because a lot of people, oh, thank you, young man. He just brought me my stopwatch. I was going to be lost without it. So, as Dustin Eccles comes by and picks up a checkered flag. I don't know what kind of music we're playing for Andrew here, but he just told me I probably wouldn't like it, which means you will give it up, Andrew Tate. He's been a winner a couple of times today, and he's ready to go in the final. Andrew Tate, your winner of Heat 4A. Sorry, Jeff, I wanted to jump that one in there as fast as I could because now I'm going to run back over and grab Jimmy Shane and bring him through, and you just know I love his music. He and I have been having fun because he knows I don't particularly care for his song, but I'm a whole lot older than Jay Shane.